This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Broncos will kick it away first. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oregon's offense will get the first crack at it here. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Trying to get to him. Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Boise State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback.
Hit the afterburners, kid. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On the return, it's Rucci. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And they'll drag him down after a good return. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Coming after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Give to the running back. The Broncos pick up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds his tight end. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Glass half full, glass half empty, guys. Obviously great, they got a completion. You prefer that over incompletions or interceptions. But glass half empty. I mean, they made that third down a bit more manageable, but not that much.
Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive, and that will extend their lead even further. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll do it himself. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Quick strike complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Ducks send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Ben?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Find some fresh air. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. extending the play. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Broncos are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Landry. They'll run the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grab behind the line. It's Cruz. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Landry. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David's got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They've got the screen set up. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Looking for a man. It's Landry. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad this. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Across the 25, he's got room. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on second down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys. Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this third quarter with a run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Morton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. At the 45 on his way. He's off to the races. Past the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Okay, ready?
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Touchdown, Broncos! And the pummeling has started.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Fights off a defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Boy, he chews up yards, doesn't he? That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground and there wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready.
They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Boise State ready to send out that offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Landry. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
He makes the grab. Touchdown, Boise State! And the punishment has been extended. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Motion from the offense. Running back searching for a hole. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And the Broncos want to move quickly. Now from inside the red zone. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Landry. Pressure coming. Touchdown Broncos! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Let's go! Stand high!
Here's the handoff. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Release to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dropping back, it's Landry. Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Broncos will punt this one away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline and you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. He'll call for the fair catch here. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this...
Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He gets a block, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The aerial assault continues. He'll throw it. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the returner will be dragged down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they have.
The ball pops out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On second down, he'll fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He looks that one in nicely. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The Broncos will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30.
Got it.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line.
Spire. Ready.
To the air on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Tackle is made after the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand.
On the ready.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10.
Set. Hunt.
He's going to pass. It's on target and complete.
Let's go.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward. And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The field goal is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Dropping back, it's Landry. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free.
Pound 55 weak.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Got it in the middle, it's Morton. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Field goal is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. And we know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.